So it's another wonderful weekend in what we call Fusion Radio Land. Yeah, I know some of y'all was like, what was y'all at last week? I took a break, man. I went to go take in some basketball. Straight up, man, and had a wonderful time, man, supporting my little bro, man. And so, man, got a chance to see a lot of youngins, man, on the court do their thing, man. But you know, every time we come live, we always come bearing a dope guest, man. This one, I was telling him, this should have been happening. I'm just going to be honest with you. Why it didn't happen, honestly, is because we are live once a week on this radio station, and the schedule fills up real quick and all that stuff. But he is here, man, super talented, man, and I really believe sky is the limit for him, man. Who am I talking about, man? It's our brother, man, XO Paris in the building.
Yo, what's up? I go by the name of XO. Much love. I appreciate that introduction, and let's get rolling.
So it's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man. So, man, get into, man, like what got you started into music, man, and everything. And if you got some inspirations that you said, man, like I see them doing their thing, man, like I'm inspired for me to get on the mic.
Honestly, music has always been my everything. I looked to the greatest for inspiration. So growing up, Michael Jackson was always my favorite, which is funny because, you know, I don't really even like make pop music or anything like that, but I was just so inspired by his star presence. And so I really wanted to master that and take that into my own persona. And I really did enjoy Kanye's music, but I feel like recently, you know, he's been with a lot of controversy and spreading a lot of dissonance and hate, so I can't really roll with that. But growing up, that was a big influence.
For sure. Welcome to Fusion Radio, first off.
Thank you.
And then, well, what I want to start off at with you is, let's get into that name, like, for the people that's not familiar with your movement and, like, what you got going on as far as the artist, like, where did you come up with that name, and how did you come up with that name?
For sure. So, XO Paris, for me, it really represents who I am as a person. A lot of people, they go by names or whatever, and it's really not truly them. So I wanted to pick a name that was true to myself. And XO Paris is kind of like a symbol for love. So XO is hugs and kisses, like, you know, like what you see, like Valentine's Day type. And then Paris, you know, city of love. And so a lot of artists, they try to make like heartbreak music, and I wanted to be different. You know, I wanted to tell a story, and maybe it starts off with heartbreak, but it progresses into love and loving yourself and just loving the people around you. So that's really my message. And that's why my hair is pink too. You know, I'm all about love. You know, I don't like to spread hate. It's all about love for me.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I like that. I actually do like that. So, like, okay, so you gave us the backstory as far as your name and how you end up coming with that. But what made you want to have that type of mindset, especially with your music, though? What made you want to take that approach as far as being an artist?
For me, I've always, like, expression is the thing that drives me. That's my driving force. And so I feel like if I don't have a voice, then I'm nothing. Like, what is the point of doing any of this if I'm not expressing myself? So at a young age, I've always had that desire to express myself, but as I got older, I started to get into relationships and love, and it started to make me pay attention to myself and just the people around me. And when bitter relationships would end, I would find myself being upset, and I just don't like being a negative person. So I'm like, how can I channel that into something positive? So I would channel all that negative emotion, or like if I was feeling some type of way about a heartbreak, I would channel that into a song and put my everything into it. And it just feels like, I don't know, the song's kind of write itself. And by the end of it, I'm like, wow, I guess that's truly how I feel. And I'm able to come to peace with that because, you know, it's all out in the air.
Exactly. I like what you said, because you basically said that in some type of way you use your music to express your feelings,
yeah,
and like how you feel in the moment and stuff like that. And that's kind of like the best music, though, when you really telling your story and really telling how you feel and conveying that into words. I like that.
I agree. I think it's easy to cap. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rappers who be capping and all that. It's easy to cap, but it's hard to tell the truth. You know, it's hard to tell how you really feel, and that's why I really want to do that with my music, because the truth will set you free. You know?
For sure. So, what I want to know now is, like, okay, so with you being from the city and stuff like that, and knowing like what goes on in the city and like the stigma that we have in the city as far as music, I just want to know why you didn't go another route, because you probably think like, okay, if I go the gang route or like the drill route, I'll probably get on quicker.
Yeah.
What really made you be like, okay, I want to go down this path. This is what I want to do.
I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I feel like that's my personality. Like if somebody likes something, or like if the mass majority of the people like something, I'll be like, let me find something that's the opposite of that. Because I just hate being, I hate using the word hate, but I really dislike being negative or my fault, not negative. I really dislike going with the flow. Like, I pride myself on being my own person, you know, and if I can't be my own person, then what's the point? You know, so I'm like, I could do that drill stuff, but it's just not me, and I know it's not me. So it's no point in me just doing whatever is hot right now, you know?
So you brought back some good music for us to sample
sure.
your greatness, man. One of them is entitled, man, Proud of Me. The other one is entitled, Love That, man.
Yeah.
We're going to allow you to play music director on the show, man. Which one you want to play first?
I want to play Love That first. Love That is, quickly, I'm going to just explain this song real quick. But like a lot of artists be dogging their shorties and be talking mess, whatever, but I wanted to appreciate, you know what I'm saying, if I got me a little shorty, I want to take her to the mall, make her feel happy, spoil her, because she loved that. So that's basically the song behind, or the thought process behind the song.
We got more, man, with the homie, man, XO Paris. In a second, man, here's his single, Love That, right here on Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Keys. So my homie, man, set the vibes for the afternoon right here, man. That's the homie XO Paris, man, with the single Love That, man. I love it, man. I love how, man, you expressing this love, man, and everything and all that stuff, man. It's like, man, it's a totally different energy. You know, sometimes people be, you know, when they be doing their songs, man, and everything, they have a lot of bad love experiences. So a lot of their music comes from heartbreak. But to hear you, like, spreading, you know, that type of love the way you are, man, it's dope.
Sure. I think heartbreak is important because it's really about the way you respond with it. You know, you could blame the other person or you could do better, you know, and you could progress. And that's how I look at it. I never try to be negative. I try to flip it to a way that, you know, that can benefit me.
That's what's up, man. So, man, we hear a song like that, and if you like me, man, you like, man, what work you got out here, man? We can hear more of you. You got any EPs, albums out, man, we can check out?
So I'm actually dropping a new tape called Heart on Fire. It's supposed to drop at the end of August, but I've been in LA. I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff, so I'm trying my best to get it out as soon as possible. So I'm thinking maybe the second week of September, that album will be out. It will be 11 tracks. Love That will be on there, and it would not disappoint. I should say that to say the least.
So you know you just said a lot, but a lot in a good way. So
Yeah.
just break that down, man. So
Yeah.
you were in LA, man. Some different things that you accomplished while you were in LA.
Man, to say the least, my life is changing. My life is changing. I got a phone call while I was in Chicago telling me to come out there for an opportunity to shoot some music videos. And you know me, I would jump at that opportunity. So I went out there, met with some A&Rs, some artists, some producers, got some videos. Can't say too much, not quite yet, but just know that you will be hearing a lot from me in the future, for sure, for sure.
That's what's up, man. Now let's break down this project that you're looking forward to dropping, man. Like, take us into, man, the whole process of, man, what you've been going through and putting this together, and what you want people to get from it.
Yes. So the name of this album is Heart on Fire, and the reason I chose that is because, like I said, I'm portraying the journey of heartbreak and how you like come to terms with it. So like that initial phase is that phase where your heart is on fire. That breakup phase where you feel like, I don't know what to do with myself, you know? So that Heart on Fire is just that intensity, and I wanted to portray that into a catalog of music that really expresses me and how I felt like at that moment in time. So that's what Heart on Fire would represent.
Let's go into, man, personal and professional goals, man, that you have set for your music career.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if people will take this in a cocky way or anything, but my goal is to be the greatest artist of all time. You know, I look at Michael Jackson, I look at these artists who are like larger than life, and I know that that's possible for me. If anything, I know that that's gonna happen. I know that, you know, I can see into the future, I feel, and every day I work towards that because it's about getting everybody else to believe that. But I honestly feel like in my mind right now, I'm the best artist, but I'm working every day to get everybody else to believe that. So yeah, that's my goal, to be the best artist of all time, ever. And I won't stop until I
It's
succeed.
nothing wrong with feeling like that either, though. It's like, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, you should never want to, like, play down your confidence and how you feel about yourself or anybody else or nothing like that. Like, it's good that you feel like that you're the best artist out here. You feel me? But at the same time, though, another thing that I like that you said, you still have to convince us, though.
Right,
And convince
exactly.
everybody else.
Exactly.
It's cool to feel like that. Like, it's not bad to have confidence about yourself, but at the same time, if you're going to think like that, you got to be able to walk the walk. You feel me? You can't talk like that and can't walk the
No,
walk.
I agree. And the way to get to that is just working every day. And so I really set goals for myself. Every single day I make 6 songs a day just so I can get to that greatest of all time. You know, a lot of people say greatest of all time, but what is the reason they're doing for it? Who knows? My reason is love. My reason is the love for the music and just the passion for it. So I'm going to do everything it takes to get to that level because that's just who I am.
I like that. So I want to spin off that, though. So let's just say for argument's sake, for the conversation, like, you do get to a certain point. What's next after that, though? Like, you get to the point that you want to be you the greatest artist in that specific time. You feel me? What's next after that, though?
For me, it's really about reaching my goal and then spreading love. You know, if I could reach my goal and create wealth or create, you know, like an environment for people to succeed, then I can give and help put other artists on and, you know, help create a community. I feel like art is what really like made me who I am today. And I know there's so many people who agree with that. And if I can give those people an outlet, then I feel like I've won. I'll spread love. That's my ultimate goal, you know, after I make it. So, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Spreading love. You feel me? I feel like that's one thing in our city that's not really like big. Like,
For
a lot of
sure.
people not big on showing love or like spreading love. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it, especially being an artist. Like, I feel like certain people feel like if they show too much support, then they just like over fanned out
Yeah,
and stuff like
for
that.
sure,
But
for sure.
how could you be fanned out when you really just showing support?
Was definitely a lot of artists struggle with ego, and I think you reach a ceiling when you're like doing stuff just for your ego, but when you're open up working with everybody, you never reach a limit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always gonna grow, and you can't let, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people let, I don't like the popularity or whatever determine how they should act. You know, don't let, like, if you got popularity, great, keep going. You know, keep following your dreams. Don't change because other people want you to be something else. You know, I don't know. That's my take on it. I'll never change.
No, in some type of way, you're right though. Like, I feel like, to piggyback out that, I feel like in certain artists or like certain people, they don't support because they feel like if they support the wrong person or the right person, they might surpass them.
Yeah.
So in some type of way, like, that's kind of weird to me though. Like, you shouldn't be worried about somebody surpassing you. If you handling your business and doing your thing, it shouldn't matter what the next person
Exactly. And if you have the right goals, that's where it all goes back to the right goals. If you have the right goals and you're doing it for the right reasons, you wouldn't be worried like, oh, this man's about to pass me up. Like, you would be proud for him, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing it out of love, out of passion. You want everybody to grow. And if the other people grow, they're going to help you grow too, you know?
Exactly.
That's how you got to look at it.
Because one thing that just reminded me of, like, I remember seeing a post about Future, like, a couple months back. Like, he sold his old catalog, all the music he had put out, like, from a certain point in time to at that point when he sold it. So they was asking him, like, why would you sell your publishing? You feel me? Why would you sell your rights to your old music, basically, on some, you know, that's you. You made that. He was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm so cold and I'm so gifted with making music. Yeah, those was hits and I made them and I sold them,
Right.
but I could make more hits.
Exactly.
So it's like, in some type of way, it made a lot of sense to me. I'm like, man, because I understood both sides of it. I'm
Right.
like, okay, yeah, why would you sell your masters and stuff like that? But at the same time, if you know you could go in the studio and you know you gifted and you could do your thing, then you ain't got to worry about what nobody else doing or what nobody else got to say, because you going to do your thing regardless.
I agree. And artists, I feel like too, like if they have certain presets or something like that, they'll be gatekeeping it from other people because they're like, man, I don't want them to use my sauce. But it's really what's in here, you know, what's in your head. It's the creativity. So it really doesn't matter as long as you spread joy and stuff like that. That's my take on it.
Exactly. So we got this other song from him, Brian. I'm kind of excited to hear this other song because I wasn't expecting that vibe and that type of tone from the first song. So I'm really excited for this second song. But before we get into this second song, well, first of all, the name of the song is Proud of Me. You feel me? So before we get into Proud of Me and we hear this banger, just talk to us a little bit about it. Like, what was the studio process? What was your mindset when you came up with it? Like, what was going on when you came up with this song?
So recently, like I just been getting a lot of support and a lot of just life has just been changing, and I'm getting like undeniable support from my family and just friends and stuff like that. So it's just a little bit, just a little time for me to say thank you and just be like, you know, I got people who are proud of me in my corner. That's basically what this song is about.
All right, man, before you leave us, man, talk to us, man, outside of that album, man. What's some things we can look for from you in the future, man? Any performance opportunities, anything you doing? You doing a listening party or something?
I'm working on some performances right now. I was trying to get a show at McGee's Tavern up in Lincoln Park. So we'll see if that follows through. But I have 3 music videos from LA on the way. So be ready for those. Those are going to be life-changing. But as far as concerts, stay tuned, and we're going to tap in, and I'll let you know.
All right, social media-wise, man, you know you can't leave us without
For
giving your
sure.
social media out so
Hit
we
me
follow
up.
you.
Hit me up on Instagram _exo.paris. And I'm on all platforms as XO Paris. So just tap in with me and listen. Check out my music. Spread love. That's my message.
I'm in LA with this model, bitch, she think she got a baseline. And no, I'm not no average nigga, so my whole name basic. Face it, I'ma leave your weak ass on the motherfucking pavement. I'm telling you, homies, it's way too late, you cannot save it. Yeah, bitch, I'm a roster, never Jamaican. Why be shake my life while I be switching? I know that your last nigga wasn't lit. Don't worry, babe, you a now. Cause sex on Paris change the game. Yeah, I didn't fuck around, he getting on my own. He let her around this kitty, man, he stay. I do a show, I was still working when I fell off. They tried to give me handouts, I gave them back. I'm just not okay with that. Build it down and make it pay. I'm surround me flex, where your mistake is at. I'm in like 6 hours for a year, little nigga, do the math.